United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, discussion and possible approval of minutes from August 4, 2025 commission meeting.
Second.
Yes.
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 Item number 5, discussion of Grady County Sheriff. Item 4, discussion and possible action on purchasing a new walk-through metal detector for Garrett Metal Detectors in the amount of $7,013.32 out of the courthouse security account. GSA contract number 1172031.
We looked at, the one downstairs need to be fixed. It was about $4,800 to fix it, and we can buy a brand new one for a couple $1,000 more, so it's,
And they only have a 10-year deal on it.
yeah, they only have 10-year life expectancy anyway, so, and plus it's under warranty, the new one will be under warranty also, so.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Item number 5, discussion with Grady County Sheriff regarding the armory.
I've spoke with each one of the commissioners about the armory, the National Guard Armory out by the airport. It's 17,500 square foot for my operations. We have grown so much that my office is actually too small. This way we'll be able to have office space out there, run my operations out of there, store our tactical equipment out there. Plus with the new buildings that are, the new processes going on with the city, it will help with security as far as out there also. I visited with Jim Crosby last week. They shot us a price of $750,000 for the building, in 1 acre. It's basically $42.86 a square foot. So, with it being, and they have to go to the people because it's under the city charter, isn't that what they said, Ruth?
Mm-hmm.
So it has to go to the vote of the people for them to even sell it, so, just to let y'all know, that's where we're at as far as the process is going with that.
We need to wait on this and do all
I'm
this
with
in
it.
executive session.
Unequivocally,
Okay.
yeah, there's lots that has to be done.
Okay.
Appraisal, we have to, right. But they've got to vote to it first.
Right, right.
Yeah, and are they gonna want us to pay for that election?
I didn't think that.
Probably not, I'll talk to
That was my
Jim.
thought. I also wanna talk to them about the additional 4 acres that were out there, because when we first started talking about it, it was gonna be the building in 5 acres, and now they're saying it's the building in 4 acre, or 1 acre.
1 acre.
So,
It's not very much.
Well, pretty much what the building's sitting on in the parking lot, that's your 1 acre.
that's the 1 acre, and we're gonna try to utilize some of it for, District 2, so,
And I'll get with Mr. Crosby about the election, I don't think we would have to pay for anything, but I'll make sure to find out for sure and let y'all know.
so do we need to table it, or?
Well, I'd say take no action.
No action,
really.
okay.
Because let's just bring it back up next week.
Okay.
Well, this was just for discussion anyway, it
Yes,
wasn't for the vote.
Okay.
Okay. Item number 6, discussion and possible approval of a plat map called Winter Ridge.
This is gonna be on the west boundary line of Winter Creek Golf Course in Lincoln.
Get anything on it? It hasn't been pre,
I haven't seen anything like that.
okay. So we passed a new process that it has to be taken out to the barn, and the commissioner or the foreman has to go out there and look at it, make sure we're not getting into something that we don't want to get into.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay.
And did you put this on the agenda? I just called the county commissioner's office and I asked how to put it on the agenda.
Oh.
I mean, I've done many of these, I guess, through
Yeah.
the process.
It
And our
changed.
surveyor did one last 2 weeks ago, I believe, and he did not inform me of that.
It was
Okay.
pretty, I mean, it's like 2 weeks old.
Oh,
so
okay, that's
it
probably
is-
why he didn't
Yeah.
tell me that.
New.
Yeah,
Okay,
It is new.
so how do I do that? How do I-
John.
It'd be in our
we
barn.
need to take it to District Two and look at it.
Okay,
Just so you know, we make the copies after this is signed.
yeah, that's how he normally does it. I don't know why he gave me all the copies this time. I've done several of these. I don't know why he did it this way this
Okay.
time. Yeah, I didn't make these copies, my surveyor did.
Okay.
That's not our norm.
Do we want the actual plat,
Just a copy of it.
just a copy, if we can get one of those copies,
Okay.
and then we'll put you back on the agenda for Monday, and,
Okay.
sorry,
Alright, it's okay. So just be here next Monday?
Yes.
I'll be on the agenda?
yes ma'am.
You just table that, so it just pops back up, and I'll make a motion to table it.
Okay, I'll hold it all up.
Okay, we probably don't want to be holding on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
you give John one of those.
Yes.
Thank you,
That's-
dear.
Thank you, see you next week.
Item number 7, discussion and possible approval of blanket purchase orders.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. Yes.
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 Item number 8, review purchase orders generated by the Grady County governing bodies during the current and previous months and authorize or deny payment of such purchase orders.
Okay, this one is not incorrect, it's, we closed out POs and then got bills after the purchase orders were closed, so they had redone a purchase order. Ozarka Water Sheriff, Atwoods, Sheriff, it was causing closing purchase orders out. $795 and $9014. Jill, do we need a hand sign those?
Do it.
Do we need a hand sign those two that were not incorrect? Okay. Okay. These are partial payments, Sheriff, Harvest Bank, $310.82. No, I'm sorry, it's $1,660.12. State auditor and inspector, $84,227.14. Partial payment. Express personnel, general government, partial payment, $8,444.93. Highway 1, Western Aggregates, partial payment, $9,208.42. State opioid abatement program, Oklahoma Alliance for Recovery Sources, partial payment, $25,000.
Is that for 3 months?
I don't know what that's for.
Fiscal year 25-26 is all it says.
Emergency management, Verizon Wireless, $200.05. Bill was not received in the mail, and it should have been on a previous PO, so it should have been in 24-25, and they got it put on in 25-26. Alex Senior Citizens, estimate for mileage, July 2025, travel before PO was open, proper purchasing procedures not followed, $173.10. Did we say that sign? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little off this morning. Bergen Fire Department, Fluent Information Management Systems, proper purchasing procedures were not followed. Purchasing not responsible for this transaction. 20 member annual subscriptions. We were not aware of this until August 4th, invoice date, PO date, exception notice. Invoice was placed in Laura's box, found Monday morning, was told the email invoice was received and delivered. 8/1. Visual inspection task. PO should have been open July 1st, it was open August 1st, it's their yearly contract, $17,125. Sheriff, James Levine, annual retainer, $1. Proper purchasing procedures were not followed. Was missed in the beginning, should have been open July 1, was open August 4th. Rush Springs Senior Citizens, Wichita Water Conditioning, invoice dated before PO, supposed to be opening blankets, proper purchasing procedure not followed. Purchasing not responsible for this transaction, it's 30-day filters.
What is that, Ruth?
Their water, they didn't
Oh.
open it, invoice was dated before the PO was opened, it's $38. Rush Springs Senior Citizens. First Choice Coffee Service, invoice dated before PO, supposed to be opening blankets, it's $177.05, procedures were not followed. Rush Springs Senior Citizens, Ryan Forsythe, invoice dated before PO was opened. Improper procedures, $26.97. I am working on a letter for us to sign at the first meeting in September to send out to all these entities so that they understand that we, as commissioners, can make a decision whether to pay those or not.
I'd like to get him to make a copy of those, if
Okay.
you don't mind, cause I'm gonna
That's
go to
fine.
the meeting. It's coming up. Him,
And on that, attorney, I've got him on my list to put the next one on, so.
that it?
Yep.
Okay. Item number 9, discussion and possible action on reports from the Emergency Management Director, Grady County Fire Department, and Safety Director. Dale's not here.
Yeah.
We didn't approve those yet.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Make a motion to approve.
second. Yes.
Yes.
Kim.
Yes, our firefighters have been busy repairing units, getting, annual maintenance done on their units that are, I'm afraid we're fixing to get pretty busy. We did have an EDDT class, which is emergency vehicle driver training. All of our rookies have to have that before they can drive a truck. We did have that training yesterday at 2:00 at Ella's office or station. We had probably 15 there in the class, so it was a really good class. Robbie did say he was gonna schedule another one soon for the people that couldn't make it to that meeting. And that's all.
Okay. While I'm thinking about
Uh-huh.
it, before I forget it,
Okay.
concerning that fire department
Yes.
deal,
Mhm.
I've got some paperwork here I want to give you. I gave some to Charles.
Okay.
Have Kim make you a copy of
Okay.
that, please.
Okay.
Okay. Bobby,
Yeah, last week I did conduct a, safety orientation with a new hire from, county clerk's office. And one early this morning with District 3, and I'll be with Bill Forrest from Emergency Management and do one with them later this week. We had a pretty good, turnout with the LTAB, 10 class, which is traffic incident management. We had, at least 5 different agencies out there, and so we had a pretty good training out there. Chickasha Fire, Police Department is holding an in-house pipeline awareness. I'll be there attending that one, this afternoon. And, item 4 is just an area where I came upon a sign that was down and put it back up. So that's all I have for you guys.
okay. Thank you, Bobby. Item 10, discussion and possible action on the report and work orders from the construction superintendent, Mike.
I don't have anything that needs approved. They did finish the flooring at the sheriff's office, turned out great. If you guys wanna go by there and look at it on your way back after the meeting, it's ready to be walked on
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
And then, we're gonna put the base on today and tomorrow and build a couple countertops, and then we'll be completely done over there. And then we'll start either down at your barn or try to negotiate your barn and a new office at the sheriff's building.
I'm not in no hurry on that office upstairs, so what do you need to do?
I'm gonna use it to fill time between all my other, when I'm not busy.
When you're not busy.
Okay, item number 11, the public comments. Comments from the public will be limited to 2 minutes. Time will be extended at the discretion of the board. Lynn?
Yes, I just wanted to, pass along a bit of information that, ODOT is getting the 2-year, bridge safety inspection contract. That's gonna be coming up, for the years, calendar year, 26 and 27. And, once they get all their information together, there'll be, probably, at least, 6 consulting firms will be on the contract for the commissioners to choose from. And, they should be getting those, probably mid to late September out to the commissioners. And one thing, Lochner this year is, partnering with, Burgess and Apple. And we would, certainly appreciate, thinking about, choosing Lochner and Burgess and Apple. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Lynn. New business, in accordance with Open Meeting Act, Title 25, Oklahoma Statutes 311A9, new business is defined as any matter not known about or which could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of posting the agenda. Anybody have any new business?
I know there's some changes. Is it still all right if no more than 2 times a month, one time mainly, that I have my sheriff's cells here? The jail got to be a headache here a while back. The door's always locked, so we had to either stand outside or stand in that front little area. Depending on the crowd, I've got attorneys that have paperwork and stuff. So I've been using this office. I've been letting Kim know the day so she could, make sure nothing's got. I just don't know who to let know if it's still okay if I use this room.
I think you could talk to Vicky, she can get in it.
Okay.
And Kim's at her other office.
And just let her know the days.
Yeah, as long as it's not on Monday mornings, I don't see a problem.
No, it's always Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
is
unless
when
we
they are.
were to call a special meeting or something, and then Jill's office would know that.
Okay. So should I let Jill's office know since they schedule the meetings, or?
Yeah.
We're in here, or?
Yeah.
Huh?
Always on a certain day of the month.
No, it just
I'll
kinda.
still come over, Cypress, just let me know, and I'll come over.
Okay, I just wanna make sure I don't coincide with anything else going on, a special meeting they have or anything. Just let me know, okay?
Yeah, I should
Just
get
wanna make
used
sure I
to
let the
that.
right person know. Alright.
Okay. You don't have anything there?
I got nothing.
Good. Okay, item 13, discussion and possible action on a presentation from Bill Flores about earthly dwellings. Bill?
So I'm Bill Flores, the civilian side right now. And, so a few years ago, Earthly Dwellings was birthed by David Lewis and his wife Julie Lewis, some of you may know that. Their thoughts were, the communities have so many properties that need to be some TLC. Our first property is at 6th in Colorado by Williams. It needed a little bit more than TLC, so we demoed it because it was 105 years old. And hey, but it withstood the storms and the wind, so that was good construction back then. Since then, tomorrow we'll have our planning commission meeting with the city. I already know it's gonna be a go, and then we'll have, the city council meeting. We wanna put 8 smaller homes there that people actually pay for, and we invest in the people and the property, of course, fenced in, so there's community, cause I always talk about families and friends don't even know their neighbors anymore, cause they're scared. We gotta get back to the community, and that's the one thing I've seen in the county and in Chickasha, and I'm a transplant. So, just so folks know, it's not gonna be given away, there's no misconception or misnomers of that, people actually have to have income, verifiable, and not 17 jobs in 17 months. That's not healthy. And we don't wanna evict them 6 months later, I think that's wrong. If we do our due diligence, we can vet them properly, and a grandpa with a kid, a small family in these dwellings, we're gonna ask for some density variance, but there's so much mitigation that can be done with fire roofs, insulation, all that, and parking and fence it in, because that area has a lot of walkthrough. But the cool thing is, Uptown Scoops is right around the corner, cause I like Uptown Scoops, and, the festivals and all that, so it's walkability, a lot more business for Williams. And, so if you're available, come out tomorrow at 4 p.m., City of Chickasha City Hall, standing room only, and we'll show solidarity, because we do need the developments, but we also need to fix up some of these houses that are fire hazards and places for criminality. So, we appreciate you, everybody who's been helping us and supporting us, and if you wanna volunteer to help us, come see me. Yeah, we'll get you to doing something, so. Any questions or anything from you all? I think I've talked to everybody.
Doing a good job.
Thanks, Bill.
I'm excited. I'm like a big crybaby. The first family that moves in there, an individual, even if it's a single dad, Bill's gonna be crying victory, so. It's gonna be good.
Bill, thank you very much. We
Yes.
appreciate you very much too for all that you're doing
Yes,
for this community.
yes.
Item number 14, discussion and possible action on the presentation from Darren Martin on managing the county permits. Darren.
Hello, good morning. I'm Darren Martin. I just recently retired from the city of Chickasha as their building official. And one of the thoughts I've had, I've spoke to Ruth about, we had this little short conversation about possibly this county doing their own permits for new buildings, just whatever y'all decide however you want it to work. That way we make sure that the buildings are built safely, built to code, the state codes. It would be something that it would be a revenue stream for the county. You would basically run that department. You contract with me if you wanted to do that, to do the inspections on these new construction and to do the plan review, just to make sure, like I said, it's safe for the public. Commercial buildings, if you wanna do residential, housing addition, new housing developments and stuff like that, just to make sure that the people that are doing the work are licensed contractors with the state of Oklahoma, and that the work is being done to the minimum code is what is required by the state of Oklahoma. So it's just, like I said, it'll be a revenue stream for you guys. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Of course, this county would have to adopt the state minimum codes to do this, and there would be other things y'all would have to, put into, however y'all do resolutions, ordinances, or whatever. I know the city does ordinances. I've spoken to the community development department. They would be willing to help you guys set this up. I would be willing, free of charge, to also help set this up and get it up and going for you guys. If that's something y'all would like to possibly do. The benefit for the county for doing this, y'all become your own authority having jurisdiction. So when you go into, say, Tuttle, Chickasha, any municipality that has their own authority having jurisdiction, if it's a county project, you're your own authority having jurisdiction. You do your own inspections. You do not are not required to get permits from, say, the city of Chickasha or Tuttle for a city project. Like the courthouse, for instance. If y'all had already established this, then, and you hired, just for example, me as your inspector, I would be doing your inspections, the county or the city would not be. And y'all would not be having to pay permit fees to those municipalities.
Do you have some cost and stuff?
Yeah, I've got a contract I'm working
Okay.
out. Right now, you only pay me for the time I actually put in, which would be $150 an hour. most inspections, like, for instance, if you charged a permit fee for like a 8,000 square foot commercial building and you had a set fee of $1 per square foot, y'all would get $8,000. I would probably spend less than 10 hours inspecting that. So you'd still come out way ahead on top of that. Now, you'd probably need somebody to act as a permit tech or something like that to take the calls, to issue permits. Like I said, I can do plan reviews for you and stuff like that for residential and commercial, depending on the level of the commercial building, the complexity of it. Let's see, what else? Like I said, we do commercial, the marijuana, I hear it's kicking back off, and like any marijuana facilities, work in conjunction with the sheriff's office to, if we were to do inspections on those, to make sure there's a deputy or two when we went out and did those, just for safety reasons. But just to make sure, because there's a lot of them that are being built, even in the city limits of Chickasha, we found that they were not following the codes. They were just going in and wiring their own things. We had pictures, and we've had to shut some of them down because of the illegal activity that's going on in there, for illegal wiring and just everything they're doing is wrong. And this would be just a way just to make everything safe for the public.
Along those lines, I get at least one call a week, sometimes two, with people that have been referred to us on the marijuana end of it.
Yes.
And, our chiefs go out and all they are doing is saying that the roads are accessible. That's all that they are verifying. And the fire marshal has some hand in it. I'm not sure what he does, but I do think it might need to be streamlined a little bit.
Yeah,
'Cause we don't know until they're already there. They're
I get
already
calls
set
for,
up.
Want to know if the county inspector will come out and inspect their
Mhm.
building and stuff.
If we had a county inspector, would we have to do county zoning?
Yeah.
That
What
would-
other counties are doing?
I'm sure Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
County,
counties,
maybe
there are 4
County.
counties in Oklahoma that are actually doing it. I think it's
Oklahoma.
Cleveland, Oklahoma, and I cannot remember the other two.
I can kinda remember back in the day, a long time ago, several years ago, that they kinda took a stab at county zoning, and a bunch of the farmers was ready to get their pitchforks and start carrying terriers and commissioners out, so I don't know how excited I would be to haul off into doing county zoning.
You have to have some, yeah. You just opened up and then you wanna mess with marijuana in the OMMA. Because you gotta dovetail whatever you do with OMMA.
And when it comes to the marijuana stuff, we deal with it. I've got people that deals with that, and we check the license. If we get a call, I mean, just like the ones in Chickasha, we've shut 2 down now here. You know, there's a process we have to go through with OBN. I don't care if they're wiring and stuff, because, I mean, we're
And
gonna.
that's two different things.
Yeah, absolutely,
This
so.
would
That's
be,
two different
this would be,
things. This would be
building code,
building
yeah.
stuff.
Like in Chickasha, for instance, I was doing, like, for the grow facilities and stuff like that, I was doing the inspections to sign off on those for the owner
Right.
is what I was doing.
Yeah, I was thinking more housing additions and stuff like that, because of people that call and want an inspector.
Me and Charles kinda looked into,
Yeah.
a couple years ago, we kinda looked into doing some, stuff with developers. But I don't know how far that carries over to our farmers and stuff, it's building
Yeah.
barns on themselves and wiring it themselves and stuff like that.
State law plays into some of that for, if you own an existing home and you wanna wire it or plumb it, and you're living in that home, I think state law does allow for you to wire and plumb your own house. Now, if you're building a house, like in a subdivision or something like that, or like what they're doing with earthly dwellings, those require licensed contractors by state law to do the work.
But what I'm saying, like, say a farmer wants to go build a shop, and he
Yeah.
builds it himself, what kind of inspections does that turn into?
And just confirming that it was done correctly. I think on something like that, if I'm not mistaken, he is allowed to wire that himself. If y'all wanted to charge permits for that, that's up to you guys. If you don't, you just wanna let them just do it for new construction only, for like houses and commercial properties, But on something like that, it'd just be going out, confirming that he wired it correctly. Or if he put plumbing in, make sure he plumbed it correctly, and that he's not gonna get injured from what he did, or somebody coming into his shop doesn't get injured. Or get electrocuted because of faulty wiring or something like that.
Or that he's running his sewer out on his pasture, regulations.
Right on the road.
Yeah.
To the edge. Clears it all away. Let it rain.
I think it's something we need to talk about later on, maybe, but I mean, I think if we can send him out to a grow before it's done and charge $2,500, $3,000 and.
There's definitely some things that I like about it, but there's
Yeah.
some things that.
That you don't,
I
yeah.
And I agree with you, I've been thinking about this for a while, since Ruth and I spoke about it quite a while back.
Yeah.
And, there's some, yeah, you're right, people show up with pitchforks, torches ready to.
I can
ready to-
remember, it's been several years
Yeah.
ago, it was a big up to, this was a long time ago, just cause I remember my grandpa griping about it.
No, I mean, if there was a way to start off with like just new only, like new commercial, if you just wanted to start there and then gradually work it in, or it's new like even housing additions, those things are.
Something, that's the end that I would really like
That's,
to work on.
me too, is the housing
the housing
additions.
developments.
If it's commercial, you start getting into personal,
Well, my concern is that you're gonna have developers come out and build all these housing additions, and then in 3-4 years, people are gonna start having trouble because they weren't done right, cause they know nobody's looking at them. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
And that's kind of like here in Chicken Schaefer is, it just keeps the honest people honest. It's all it does, and it's just they know somebody's coming to inspect their work, so they make sure they do it right. And I'm not saying they don't try to do it right anyway, it's just.
Right.
But then also you have some people out there wiring and plumbing and doing heat and air that aren't licensed at all, and that's a huge safety concern. So.
Do you, have card or phone number?
No, I do have I don't have my cards ready yet. Here, I'll give you my resume. And, and just a kind of a sample contract that would have to be redone to fit you guys, if y'all wanna do this. But it has my phone number and email address on it. So if there's anything y'all wanna talk about, or, I'd be more than willing to meet with you guys. Like I said, if y'all wanna set this up, I talked to the community development department, they said they wouldn't charge to help. I wouldn't charge to help get this set up. The only thing you'd be charged if y'all wanna do a contract for me to go do the inspections and the plan review. I just think it's something the county needs if possible.
Yeah.
Just, like I said, it's just a safety concern, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Darren, thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, item number 15, discussion and possible action on the presentation from Kayla Jarrett and Martha Campbell in regards to the plans for the suites that the district attorney will temporarily move into.
Hey guys, so really I just had a couple clarifying questions, more than anything. They're taking suite 3, 4, and 6, correct? Was it all the whole suite?
Yes.
Okay, so previously we had agreed that, the health department could utilize the one room in suite 4 for our storage, cause we don't have any storage space on the health department side. So, if we are going to need to get that stuff out, is there anywhere that the county will have that we can move that stuff to? I don't know if Bobby has a place, or Mike may have a place, that we can store that stuff until the district attorney office moves back out? Or if we're just kind of gonna, I don't know, we have nowhere to put it in the health department, like our storage is to the max.
how much stuff is it? I can't remember.
We have that whole room full of stuff. I don't know, like, I think it's just like, some of it's like extra ceiling tiles for the suites and things, maintenance wise. It's got our flammable stuff and a fire, cabinet. All of that would have to be moved out of there. It's just that one building to the right, or the one room to the right of the bathroom in suite 4.
We'll get back with you on that.
Okay, and then the other question that I had was, Is the county gonna take over the electric bills for those 3 suites?
Yes, we
Okay,
would.
okay, alright, just wanted to make sure on that, other than that, I think those are my only questions, really.
Martha, you.
Oh, good. I don't have any questions.
Okay.
She's my moral support.
All right, item 16, discussion and possible approval of an agreement between Grady County Health Department and Altrusa, 6A chapter.
So this agreement is, it's called the Littlest Libraries is what they're calling it, and basically it looks kind of like those free food pantry boxes. It's a much smaller, kind of like a birdhouse
Yeah.
looking thing. And they put free books in there for people to come and take and read. It's supposed to help promote, literacy for Chickasha. And we have a lady that is in that group, and she brought it to us, and we love the idea. I did tell her it had to be well maintained, and would have to be kept up with. I said, and if ever it didn't, and the county commissioner noticed it, or a citizen noticed it, or a health department employee noticed it, that we would request that it be removed or brought back up to presentable. And so, we are okay with it, but we wanted to bring it to you guys. It will have to be fixated in the concrete right up against the wall, of the health department, so.
Someone's husband makes those, don't they?
I think so, they make them and
I know
bring
some
them.
ladies in Altrusa, and they were saying, I'm totally for it. I wish we had a place at the courthouse to put one, because I believe that children need books in order to thrive, so.
Yep, and I think the health department's a good place for it. We
Yes.
have so much foot traffic of the younger kids. I think that it's a great spot for it, so we're very supportive of it.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Yes.
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 Okay, item number 17, acknowledgement of the fourth claim by Mel Jeffrey.
Yes, yeah, Sydney's got it on here that she sent.
Item number 18, discussion and possible approval of a bid from Bill Pena on county property for parcel ID number C 001-00-288-002 -0-0000-00 PID number 23713 in the amount of $2,794.06.
She didn't make it. I'll make a motion to approve.
Or she had till 8 o'clock this morning, I didn't hear anything from her.
Yes.
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 Number 19,
Make sure the signatures need that. We can get confused. So
item 19, discussion and possible approval of a bid request for the rebidding of dust control road stabilizer, Ligden Liquor for the whole county.
After Jay went out of, they didn't go out of business, they switched hands, so they didn't get to bid it.
Oh, okay.
We're getting to the time where we need it, so,
Okay.
make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Item 20, Discussion and possible action on the opening and awarding of a bid for the purchase of property in the Minko area for a satellite yard for Grady County District 1.
First one is from Century 21. And it is, this is actually gonna be in the Pocasset area. It is signed and stamped. I won't say a price though, of $260,000. Second one is from Max McKenzie. It is in the Minko area, it is signed and stamped for $125,000.
Many acres is that?
5.44, and it has a building and stuff already on it.
Was the other one?
260,000, but it's in
It
district,
is.
it's in
It's a
district.
district.
This one's right at Minko, 81 and Sega Road in Minko, so I'll make a motion to accept the low bid.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Okay, item number 21, discussion and possible action on opening and awarding of a bid for rebidding concrete for the fenced parking lot for Grady County, originally on bid 24-25-007. This one's on Walsh Development for $90,200, signed and dated. 90,200. This bid. Scope breakout of Oklahoma City. Signed and dated. And this is for $147,494.10.
is that Grady Builders or Ellsworth?
Ellsworth, I think. Is that Ellsworth or WW?
Ellsworth.
This one, yes, WW Builders. It is signed and dated, and it's for $164,000.
Do we need to table it so you have time to look over it?
I mean, there isn't much to it, it's all, I mean, just big squares and
Okay.
approaches.
Just know we did it last time and then we had to go back, so.
I don't know what it's fixed for, but the variance is 60%.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
So it might be wise to make sure that it's fixed with you.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay, so you're telling us to table it till next week?
$70,000.
Yeah.
What's
This
the
is what?
90,000 got to do?
The WW didn't even include, it's not itemized, so there's no. way
Make
to
a
compare
motion
the
to
other.
table it, so Mike has time to look it over.
I'll think the highest bid anyway.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay, item number 22, discussion and possible approval of setting Laura Stevens and Bill Flores as receiving officers for the following requisitioning departments: Grady County Fire Department, Acme Station, Alex Station, Bailey Station, Bradley Station, Cox City Station, Farwell Station, Friend Station, Harold Station, Naples Station, Unicall Station, Pioneer Station, Pocasset Station, Amber Fire Department, Bridge Creek Fire Department, Blanchard Fire Department, Chickasha Fire Department, Minko Fire Department, Rush Springs Fire Department, Tuttle Fire Department, Verdon Fire Department, Tuttle EMS, and Emergency Management.
Everybody.
I was gonna say, partridge
all
and pear
of it.
trees.
Yeah, I make a motion to, approve.
Second. Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
resolution approved.
Okay, item 23, discussion and possible approval of fiscal year 2025-2026 elected official salaries. Motion to approve.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
is it, let me look and see, I think all officials have to sign. Somewhere.
I'm seeing,
I didn't see it here, so,
it looks like just the commissioners.
Let me see if all officials sign it, but.
That's probably a good idea, since we get brought up at meetings every time we go somewhere.
We've done it in the past, I don't know why it didn't get on there this time,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
We've
can bring
We've
them.
got three in here, three others in here, so.
Is there a good
Oh,
place?
well, we got everybody in.
Is there a good place to sign on that? 'Cause,
Shoot, they can just sign.
well, we usually, so the spreadsheet there, I
Mhm.
think is how we used to do it.
Okay,
Because we keep that spreadsheet with that resolution. for
The
auditors.
this spreadsheet just has the calculations on it.
so can they just, you want them just to sign the spreadsheet?
I mean, we keep it all together and doesn't separate.
You want us to sign the spreadsheet too, or are we fine on that?
If there's room for everyone to sign on that, that's fine.
Just start us out.
When the auditors come, they pull the spreadsheet to make sure that we've done this and everything's there. We have, I don't know why she didn't get that on there, but anyway. It'll be fine.
Sheila, can we get copies of this?
Yeah, I'll send this out for you.
Thank you.
Item 24. All right, item 24, consideration, discussion, and possible action to enter into executive session to hold confidential communications between the Board of Commissioners in the County of Grady, Oklahoma, and its council concerning the settling of certain claims in pending litigation, Board of County Commissioners of Grady County versus Purdue Pharma LP et al., case number 119-OP-46167-DAP, pending in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, and related litigation, including potential resolution of certain claims against Purdue Pharma LP and its affiliated entities and members of the Sackler family, the Sacklers, related to lawsuits against pharmaceutical supply chain participants of opioid prescription drugs, and taking appropriate action in open session, including possible authorization to settle claims, the disclosure of which may seriously impair the litigation if known by public disclosure as allowed by 25 Oklahoma statutes 307B4. Make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Yes.
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 I'll second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Okay. All right, item number 26, consider approving voting to accept the 13th amended joint chapter 11 plan of reorganization of Purdue and its affiliated debtors in participation in case number 19-23649, pending in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York, and authorizing and directing its legal counsel vote to accept the plan via master ballot or otherwise, and approving voting to accept and participate in the governmental entity settlement agreement, the GESA, dated June 17, 2025, and the Purdue State Subdivision Agreement as it pertains to the plan and the GESA, including approval of resolution number 25-285, and authorize the chair of the Board of County Commissioners to execute the subdivision for participation form for the County of Grady's participation in the GESA. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Item number 27, consideration, discussion, and possible action to enter into executive session to hold confidential communications between the Board of Commissioners of the County of Grady, Oklahoma, and its council concerning the settling of certain claims in pending Board of County Commissioners of Grady County versus Purdue Pharma LP et al. Case number 119-OP-46167-DAP, pending in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, and related litigation, including potential resolution of certain claims against opioid manufacturers Alvagen, Amneal, Apotex, Hikma, Indavor, Milan, Sandoz, Sun, and Zydus, and taking appropriate action in open session, including possible authorization to settle claims, the disclosure of which may seriously impair the litigation if known by public disclosure as allowed by 25 Oklahoma statutes 307B4. Make a motion to go back into executive session.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Back into regular session.
Okay, I'll second.
Gary,
Yes.
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 Okay, item number 29. Consider approving voting to participate in the proposed nationwide settlement agreements against opioid manufacturers Alvagen, Amneal, Apotex, Hikma, Indavor, Mylan, Sandoz, Sun, and Zydus that were identified in the court's June 22nd, 2022 and October 7, 2022 orders, docket numbers 4380 and 4670 dated April 4, 2025, including approval of resolution number 25-286, and authorize the chair of the Board of County Commissioners to execute the subdivision participation form for the County of Grady's participation in the opioid manufacturer settlement. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
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 It's over there.
I put it in,
Okay.
cause it was just your signature, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, item number 30, discussion and possible approval of disposal of equipment for the District 1 in accordance with the provisions set forth in Title 19, Section 421.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Yeah. Two belly dumps and a pickup.
Did somebody get ahold of you concerning looking for?
Yeah.
Good.
Dewey County? Dewey County, I think it was.
Item 31, discussion and possible approval of utility pipeline road crossing permits, water line fast line permits, and driveway 10-1 permits.
I got
Do
one.
we have any?
I've got 7.
oh,
Wow.
seven.
Golly, yeah. Who's that drilling up there?
I think it's Blattner doing that solar farm up there.
Oh,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Damn, there's a bunch of them on here. Is it just gonna be that one, or is there gonna be more?
There's some more that are on, kind of.
32, discussion and possible approval of the county officer monthly reports. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes. It's just those 2 pages. It's just those 2 pages. I didn't want you to go
That
through
is?
all that, yeah.
They're gonna be yes.
No, that's the sheriff's right there, so. This one is, I believe, the collection board, and then this chair of the sheriff. Yeah, if it's stapled together, it's usually just the top page. If it's stapled together, it's usually just the top
Okay,
page.
so it's just one signature deal
Yes.
then?
That one's got 2, exactly, controlling one.
Okay. Item 33, discussion and possible approval of estimate of needs, request for appropriations and transfer of appropriations. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'll sign this one.
Okay, item 34, discussion and possible approval of estimate of needs, request for appropriation. Oh, we done that.
Yeah, I think that comes
Motion.
twice. Make a motion to adjourn.
All right, I'll second it. I'll second that motion.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.